Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the high-grade Gundam Zagok. The underwater variant, or not variant, but the underwater mobile suit specifically designed for Operation Odessa. Pretty sure it's Operation Odessa. Essentially that's during the 1 Year War. There was a underground Earth Federation base, and the Zeon forces created this suit to basically match, or basically to infiltrate the underwater, or like underwater. And quite honestly, it's really cool. It's very, very nice, very intimidating, very grabby, clay. There's no like kind of eye rotation thing, unfortunately, with the Zagok. You could either have it just smack dab in the middle or looking side to side. I chose to have the camera eye to the side here, not with like a trying, mind you. So unfortunately, there's nothing at the head. The arms can go like fully out about that far, so he can kind of do the worm or the wave, I guess. You get nice hip rotation here, very nice elbow, and then each of the claws individually move, and you can also spin around the hand. The legs can go about forward about that far, rip right off the ball socket, back about that far, and then you get 90-degree bend at the knee, and then very nice ankle movement. There. He just finished a show tune, so there we go. Jazz hands. But yeah, it was definitely a weird build, just in terms of the arms. The main body was, a normal kind of style. Yeah, no, the arms and the thighs here are a little weird. And as you can see, he's a floppy boy. So in my normal display, he's down on the ground getting stepped on by the Mark II Gundam, which ironically in the promo shot was moided by said Zagok. Actually thinking about it now, yeah, no, the Gundam 2 would most likely be a very much better matchup for the Zagok, considering the advanced inner frame inside of it. But this mobile suit, however, is just more meant for taking hits, and it definitely can take a lot of hits. For those of you who have seen Gundam Unicorn, you will have seen, most likely, the scene where Zagok was able to take out two Nemos, I think it was. Before itself getting complete and utterly shat on. But it definitely shows, like, that even though they're using older generation model suits, it doesn't just, like, a mobile suit fight isn't just the suit against another suit. Because we've seen in the show and in other cases, just because a suit is old or outdated doesn't mean that the suit can't outperform some of the more modern suits. I mean, Gundam Exia from Double O, that was able to take on two Jinx units while heavily damaged. Not because of the mobile suit itself, but because of the skill of the pilot. And we see that with Char Aznable as well in his commander type Zaku 2. And then, of course, he also had a Zagok as well. I don't have that model kit, but I'm happy enough with the high-grade blue Zagok that we got. Yeah. So, quite honestly, like, he's a very fun figure to just kind of mess around with when you, like, have him. And even the build itself, like, it's a pretty fun build. For size comparison, here he is next to a mini boy. Unfortunately, Ransack doesn't like to stand in, because Ransack's weird like that, and his knees are fluffed up. And I'm throwing everything. I don't mean to throw everything. Here he is with Pipes, so he's about almost as tall as Pipes. Sorry, Pipes is almost as tall as Zagok. And here we have Starscream just towering over the bloody thing. And for another Gundam comparison, here he is to the Gundam 2. And, sorry, Mark II Gundam. And I gotta say, I like the differences between, like, the Zeon mobile suit and the Federation style suits. Like, Zeon suits are meant to intimidate, so they have a lot more rounded edges to, like, a lot more rounded parts to them. There's a lot less sharp, jagged lines and a lot less, like, I guess human proportions to them, like human styling to them. Because with a Gundam, you can see like the how squared off everything is. Zagok is a very rounded and very flat. Gundam ain't that flat. Plus, you also get, like, very nice, big footsies. And actually, the feet have some very nice kind of molded detail. There's a turbine right back here as well, which is really cool. Just got some riveting. And then you also have two more little turbines here in the back. And you can kind of remove them if you want. It just makes the Zagok look a little funnier, or a lot less, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Which one of these two would you rather pilot? Me, I like I said in Mark II's review, I would very much like the pilot the Mark II, even though it's wildly outclassed, even in the series it's, you know, introduced in. Yeah, there's that, and just for one last comparison, because why not, here he is next to Brawl, just for some fun there. There we go. Something that also has trouble standing up. But yeah, that's just something to watch out for with some of the higher grade kits. The plastic tends to wear out a little bit, so you just have to worry about, you know, shaky body parts. Yeah. So other than just that little bit, I'd highly recommend this guy. He's fun to play with and mess around with, and he definitely has a lot of really cool kind of poses that you can get out of him. Well, like that. He can shoot a beam with the minigun that's in the tip of his hand. Or, you know, just kind of rip the head off of a Gundam. Yeah. No, of course. Just move the gun and, oh god, no. Yeah, so you can kind of get some decent poses out of them. Some decent fighting poses. If you really wanted to. Get them to grab. Kind of, sort of. Oop, nope. Well, if I had a proper thing. And you see what I'm getting at. Like, a lot of the poses that you can get out of these guys are really cool. So, quite honestly, he's a very good addition to... If you're just trying to build out, like, a Zeon line, I would recommend this guy. If you want a... if you're not a fan of just how, like, plain it looks, there is also the real grade, which has a lot more panel detailing and stuff like that, done in Char's colors. I just got it because this is what my model shop had, and I figured, yeah, why not? I'll get it. He is fun. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. So yeah, that is it for the high grade Zagok. And I, like I said before, he's an awesome guy. I kind of wish you could, turn the head to get the eye gimmick kind of going, like some of the other Xeon kits. But other than that, this is an awesome figure. Highly recommend getting it and building it. And yeah, so have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you see this. And I'll talk to everybody next time. Bye, everyone.